live is on now.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I'm just gonna wait for everyone to join in. Just wait for everyone to come on. Hello, hello. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Let me get a wave, some hearts. Hope you guys are doing good. I know it's Monday. Hi mommy. All right, so today I will just wait for a few more people to come on and we'll just get started. I have some goodies here. Hi Gifty. Hi Nicole. Who else is here? I see my brother on here. Hi Enoch. Hi Cynthia. All right. Yeah, so today I'm going to make vegan cupcakes. These cupcakes, even if you're not vegan, I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's really simple to make. And with the cupcakes, I'm going to make the buttercream with chickpea water. It's super cool, guys. The first time I made this, I couldn't believe that, it was made out of chickpea water. So hope you guys have fun. Let's see how many people are on there. All right, we can go ahead and get on started. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the challenge while I start here. The challenge was very successful. We had about 25 to 27 women join. And I did have a meal plan and recipes for each day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you know what, if they really didn't know what to eat or what to cook, they had something to refer to, right? So it was pretty cool. And also we had a group chat where we're kind of checking on each other, seeing what you were cooking. If you ended up cooking something different that was not on the meal plan, I asked the ladies to share it on the group chat so we can learn from each other. I'm open to learning new recipes every day. So yeah, it was super, super, super fun. I will later on have one of the ladies come on here to share her experience. But before then, let's go into these cupcakes. All right, so I have here, I'm gonna start with my dry batter. I'm gonna do 1 cup of flour. So I'm using all-purpose flour. If you have like gluten allergies or gluten-free, you can do gluten-free flour. But I'm using all-purpose flour. And I like to sieve my flour just so it's smoother. So I'm gonna do that. I'm putting the flour in here. I'm gonna sieve it. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and add my baking powder. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon. This is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm gonna go ahead and save the live too in case you want to do this later on. So I'll add 1 more. So 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And then I'm gonna add, I'm actually gonna do half a teaspoon of baking soda. And the combination of the baking soda and the baking powder does something, I'm not really sure, but it just makes it come out good. So I like mixing the two. All right, and then I'm going to do 1/2 or 1/4 of salt. I like putting a little bit of salt in there because it helps balance the sugar. So I'm gonna do, it's like 1/2 of that. I'm gonna add some salt to this. And then I'm gonna go in with 1 cup of sugar. Now, you can use, this is a vegan cupcake, so I can use vegan sugar, but I don't have it here, so I'm gonna use just the regular sugar. They do have like vegan sugar. So I'm using 1 cup of sugar in there. All right, I'm gonna add 1 more, 1/2 cup of the flour. I don't want it to be too sweet. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna sieve everything all together. I like doing this because you get all the lumps out. All right, see what's in there. I'm not gonna use that, so I was able to get all of that out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna put that aside. I have a little helper here that's helping me. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do my wet batter, and then I'll mix everything together. Let's see who else is joining. I hope you guys are doing good. Do you guys love cupcakes? Talk to me. Are you like interested in how this will turn out? Have you had vegan cupcakes before? All right, so I'm going in here with 1 cup of this is oat milk. I love using oat milk. I'm allergic to nuts, so I can't use any of the nut milk, like almond milk. But almond milk, I've heard, is really, really good. All right, so I have 1 cup of milk here. All right. And I'm going to use coconut oil. So I'm using coconut oil. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Half a cup of that. Where did I put that? All right, I'll just do it. All right, it's reconnecting. All right.
Reconnection.
All right, I think I have to take, sorry guys, I probably have to take the thing off. All right, so I'm going to go in with a cup of, this is the coconut milk.
Wait.
All right. Yeah. All right, guys, give me a second. I think I have to put. Hi, guys. So sorry. The screen keeps going up. I'm gonna find a way to fix it. All right. So I added coconut milk. I added oat milk. I added coconut oil. I'm gonna go in with this vanilla extract here, and I'm gonna do half a tablespoon of it. Up. All right. I should have opened this before, right? All right, so here it goes. All right, we have our coconut in here. Perfect. I'm going to whisk this a little bit, make sure it's all in there. All right, and then I'm going to add it on here. And this part is pretty easy. Just make till everything is nicely mixed in. All right, who's here? All right. I love these cupcakes because they're pretty easy and it tastes so good. And you really don't have to be vegan to enjoy this. It tastes really, really, really good. So just whisk it all together. Just make sure all the lumps are gone. Is anyone here that want to try the vegan diet? Do you have any questions? Are you like, let me see if anybody's in here who's interested in it. And talk to me if you have any questions, you know. I know most people want to get started, but they feel like it's hard, but it's really, really not that hard. For me, I feel like you can just kind of start transitioning, adding more veggies and stuff to your diet. That would be pretty easy. Now, can you turn on the flame for me? All right. I think it's pretty good. So it's pretty smooth. So this is the batter. All right. So let's move ahead. Can you get the camera? All right, come on with me. I'm going to put this in my... Okay, all right. So I already put these foils in the cup. I'm just gonna scoop them in here. And don't fill it up all the way because it's probably gonna rise up. So you wanna do it halfway. All right, yeah, so let's do that. And cupcakes really takes, this is gonna take about like 10 minutes to cook, really. They cook really, really, really fast. They cook really, really fast, and they're so good. When I went vegan, I was scared that I wasn't gonna be able to eat any desserts. I honestly didn't know, it's a little messy, I'm just gonna clean that up. I honestly didn't know that they had vegan desserts, really. So it was really cool to have found the that chickpea buttercream recipe. So I'm gonna just put all the cupcakes in here. I wish everybody could have tried this cupcake, really. When I made it the first time, I didn't believe how yummy it was. All right, almost there. Put the last one here. All right, so the last one will go. Let's try and get all of that in there. All right, so this is it. We have our cupcakes. It should cook in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the buttercream. I'm just trying to top up everything. Put that here. I'm just gonna clean up everything. 1 second. I like clean it when you're done because then it's gonna bake it and it's gonna make it messy. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit here. Okay. All right, you can just hold it now. Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're making cupcakes. So I just finished the cupcakes. I'm gonna put in the oven once it's heated. I'm heating the oven at 400 degrees and then I'm gonna bake it at 350. All right, so let's go ahead and get the chickpeas started. So here is 1 can of garbanzo beans. It's also known as chickpeas, so it's the same thing. I'm going to use a small sieve to sieve the water out, because that's all we need. All we need is the water. We use the water, okay. All right, I got a few chickpeas and I'm just gonna take it out. All right, and this part, get your hand mixer or just put it, if you have those cake mixers, you can use that. So I'm gonna use this hand mixer and just, it's gonna mix them. So I'm gonna do this till it foams up, right? I'm gonna do this till it foams up. I can't talk right now, but it's gonna take about like 5 minutes. See how it's starting to foam? It's so cool. Like, this is so cool. This is the coolest thing I've seen. If you have a cake mixer, that would be faster. But I just wanted to use this, so it's gonna take a little bit longer, but it's gonna take that much time. See how it's starting to foam? Isn't this cool? the hearts going up. Yeah, guys, the first time I made this, it was so delicious. I'm like, I have to try this again. But just keep doing this till it foams up all the way. Let me see the comments. Wait, what are the questions? What are the questions? Do you see how it's foaming, guys? It's so cool, yes. I'm also like a science fanatic, so I love these things. I love these things, I'm telling you. Because what's happening here is that chickpea water has the same properties as egg whites, right? So that's why it's able to do this. Is this to replace egg whites? Yes. Yeah, basically. You can use chickpeas for any of your bacon needs. Like, whatever you're baking, you can substitute with chickpeas. Who's that person? Thanks, baby. So yeah, look how it's foaming, like. Alright, we're gonna go at it for about another 5 minutes or so, or less. We want it to foam enough because what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add in some butter. And then we're gonna go in with some powdered sugar. But I'm just gonna let this go at it for a few. And the cool thing also is that you can use this, you can make whipped cream like this. So with whipped cream, you just gotta keep going at this for a longer period of time. And you're gonna get your whipped cream. I wish I can share these cupcakes with you through these live, really. So I would really want you to taste it. Or the buttercream. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do this for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna go in with my butter. I just want you to see it. Isn't that cool, guys? Look at what it's doing. We're making buttercream. And this is a lot. If you're making it for yourself, you can use like maybe half the can. This is gonna be a lot of whipped cream. Let me put it in. Thank you. Yes, man. Who's that? All right, look, it's starting to foam really well. Do you see that? This is pretty amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go in now. So you can really go at this for a longer period of time. But this is okay for me now. I'm gonna use half of it because I don't really, can you watch this for me? I don't need that much. So this is like a whole 1 can. I'm just gonna use, actually, you know what? Let me just do all of it. Let's do all of it, right? Let's do all of it. Let me get a spoon. Can I get a spoon, Mom? I have my sister helping me out here. Who's there? Here. Who's there? Okay. All right. So here, this is Earth Balance vegan butter. I can measure it here. I want to use like half. It's like a tablespoon, so I'll put this here. And I'll have the recipe up too. I'll have the recipe up. All right, I'm just gonna add one more. Okay. Perfect. All right, so now what happens now is that being that we've added the like something oily with this, you're gonna see that it's gonna break apart. But this is like, you know how when you have water and you add oil to water, it kind of separates. That like, you know, that separation happens. So you're gonna see that here, but you gotta keep on going at it, and it's gonna start to foam back again. So don't be too alarmed when it starts breaking up. Right? Going at it. It's breaking up a little bit, but I'll show you in a second. Alright, so I'm just gonna stop it and show you. So you see how it's like it broke off again and like it's separated, but it's okay. You just gotta keep going at it. Alright, just keep going at it. Just do that for a few more minutes. Hi, welcome if you're new here. I see Aquafaba here. Hello. All right, I'm gonna finish this 1 second, and I'll bring her on. We're gonna have her on. We're gonna have one of the ladies come on for us to chat. So I'm gonna finish this a second. So, all right, guys. So this is the consistency I want. I'm gonna go ahead with the next step. The next step is that we're gonna add some powdered sugar. All right, I'm gonna go in here and add some powdered sugar. This is 1/3 of a cup. I'll probably add 2 of these in there. All right, perfect. And let's continue to see the magic happen. All right. Everything in there. Look at that, guys. Oh my God! And it's so tasty. Just keep doing that. It's gonna keep whipping. So I'm gonna go at it. You can, this is actually buttercream, so you can just use it like this, but I want it more whippy, so I'm gonna whip it a little bit more. I want it to be like a little bit more whipped. And there's so much you can do with chickpea water, guys. It's gonna amaze you. There's so much you can do with it. And it's the best. Oh, I tried it with pancakes, and it's so good. You know how you can use it as an egg replacement for your pancakes. And you really don't have to be vegan to enjoy it. Like, it's so good. I want you to see it. I'm gonna do this for like 2 more minutes. I want it to be like really whipped. And what you can do is, the coolest thing about this too is that if you want to save it on how you store it, just put it in the freezer, and once you defrost it, you may have to go back in again with the whisk, like do this again, and it should come right back up, right? So you can store this and reuse it for later if you have any left over. some patience for this because it takes a little longer, but I really wanted to get that whip consistency. That's why I'm doing it for a little longer period of time, but it's gonna get there soon. But this consistency is also fine if you want to just use it. So I'm gonna start and stop right now. But this is also good. All right, let me show you. Look at that. And it's so good. Let me taste it. So good. All right, so I'm gonna set that aside and let's check on our cupcakes. Come with me. I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes and it should be done. All right. If Cynthia is on, I'm gonna bring Cynthia on. Let's hear from one of the ladies that was on the challenge with us. Let's hear from her experience, how she did it, and all that good stuff. So let's see if she's on here. All right, she's here. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Rejoice. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, great.
It's okay.
Let me make sure I have the light.
Hi, well.
Thank you so much for even starting. And I'm sure I think Nana just joined. I'm sure you've been 20 women. 20 women.
Wow, yeah. I mean, you know what? I was quite blown away by how many people, actually registered for it because I didn't think, it was the first time doing it and I didn't think a lot of people were registered, but it was so great to see it. And my whole why, the reason why I did this was just that support that you need when you're venturing into something new, when you're going on the first, on the journey. It's nice to have, somebody who's on that same journey with you. It's nice to have that support system, right? And for me, I wish I had that when I started. Mine was just the internet. I was just searching, doing a lot of research and all of that. So in the meantime, let's chat. How are you?
Is my lighting good?
Yeah, you're good.
It looks like I'm echoing.
You sound pretty good to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, Cynthia. So tell us about the challenge. What made you join the challenge, first of all? I can see and hear you well. Okay. All right. So they said they can see and hear as well. Perfect. Good. All right. So tell us, what made you join the challenge? While I clean up and get things going.
Okay. So basically, hi, Alma. So basically for me, I joined the challenge because one, I saw great transformation in you. Every day showing up to church. I'm like, girl, what have you been doing? That was the first thing. I was like, okay, this guy is looking good. So when you told us about this whole vegan journey, I was like, okay. And I know herbs and fruits and vegetables are great, right? So I was like, okay. And I know I've done 21 days Daniel fast, and I lost so much weight. But that was way then. That was like 10 years ago when I was young. And my willpower was stronger. So I was like, okay, maybe I can do this again. Okay. And this time around, I wanted to see how my body will respond. By cutting out all the meat.
The meat products.
So I wanted to see, yes. So just to explore and just see how it will go, and also to see if it's something that I can keep up. But so far, so good. Yeah.
It was good. It was good. Okay. Did you have any what were your challenges?
Well, before we go into the challenge, first I would like to thank you so much for putting together such an awesome program. You did such a great job with all the recipes, grocery list. It was amazing. It's rather unfair that it was free. I think next time you should charge people to do it.
The money bag is talking.
or the recipe list and the grocery list and everything. Maybe you should ever put it out there and have other people also have the opportunity to
you do it? Oh yeah, certainly that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
But thank you so much for even starting, and I'm sure I think Nana just joined. I'm sure you've been 20 women. 20
Wow,
women.
yeah. I mean, you know what? I was quite blown away by how many people, actually registered for it because I didn't think, it was the first time doing it, and I didn't think a lot of people would register. But it was so great to see it. And my whole why, the reason why I did this was just that support that you need when you're venturing into something new, when you're going on the first, on the journey. It's nice to have, somebody who's on that same journey with you. It's nice to have that support system, right? And for
Yes.
me, I wish I had that when I started. Mine was just the internet. I was just searching, doing a lot of research and all of that. So I felt like, oh wow, it'll be great to put this together in case someone else want to do it, and we can all support. Because a lot of people, you have a lot of questions. I had a lot of questions. I still do, right? I'm still on it, but I did put a group chat together, and I think it was nice that all the women were there, were sharing our foods. So I did also have a meal plan, right? We had a meal plan and recipes, but I told the ladies that, you don't really have to go by my meal plan, right? Because what makes it fun is experimenting. That's what made it fun for me. That, oh, today, what I saw this recipe on YouTube. Oh, I want to try it. So that curiosity just made it really fun for me. So I wish it was as fun for you. What were some of the meals that you made?
Oh, I made, I the tofu. Hold on,
Uh-huh.
my line is so bad.
Wait, what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Can you see me well?
I can see you.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to fix my lighting, but it's
Okay.
fine. People will see me dark.
Yeah, tofu, people, every time I mention tofu to someone, they're like, no. But I think tofu, the first time, honestly, okay, so let me be transparent here. The first time I had tofu, it all came out. Like, I made tofu scramble. And what I did was, like, it being raw, I just added some turmeric. Turmeric has that yellow color, so it gives it like the egg look. And I just put it on. I stir fried it for like 5 or 2 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, sorry. And I figured it was done, right? Because eggs have to be white and yellow. But I think what I did was I didn't cook it well enough. So after I ate it, I got sick. Like, I threw up the entire tofu that I ate, and that was scary. I was like, oh no, I can't have tofu. Like, I just threw everything up, right? But then I was like, you know what? So then I did some research on it, and it said that maybe it wasn't cooked well, or maybe that particular tofu was bad, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me give it a try. So now I had to figure out what works for me, and I think that's something when you're on this journey. Everybody's veganism will not be the same. The foods you like will not be the foods I like, right? So now I know that I have to have my tofu like crispy and hard. So what I do is I freeze it, and then I take when I defrost it. Once you defrost the tofu, it has a different texture, right? So I defrost it, and then I squeeze all the water out, right? And it gives it, I don't know, it gives it some texture. I don't know, like a meaty texture. I squeeze all the water out, and then I bake it first. So after I bake it, then I use it for whatever I'm making. If I'm making tofu fish, if I'm stirring it with whatever, then I use it. So I really like my tofu firm and like hard. I can't eat soft tofu. So maybe, yeah, that's the, and you got to figure out what works for you. And I think that's
Yeah,
the
and
great part about
also,
this.
also the veggie burger.
Okay.
The So when I made it for the kids too, and even my husband. They were like, "Really? This is vegan?"
Oh, they loved
Next,
it?
yes. And even the next day, they were like, "Mommy, can you make that?" So I think you at times you'll be surprised all the stuff that you can eat. So for me, what
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed the fact that mostly Africans we only have this particular set of food that we eat: fufu, beku, jollof, wache, mutu, all that food, and then at times you look around and there's nothing else you can eat. So one thing that I appreciate a lot about this program is the fact that you get to learn about different things that you can, even if you decide not to go on,
Yeah.
you still have a lot of healthy choices that you can add to your regular meal
Yes,
plan.
yes. I think that's the great thing. And I am like, and as you're talking about the kids, I'm introducing the kids to it slowly. They have these nuggets that the kids love. I love it, and so it's great. It's great you can introduce it to them. But Cynthia, let's see. Let's check on our cupcakes. I think
Okay, it
they
looking
look
good.
pretty
Mr. Time
good.
will
They look
come.
pretty good. I'm excited. Food gets me excited, guys. I hope I'm not the only one that gets excited when it comes to food. So they look pretty good. Let me put it here so everyone can see it.
Wow. Rejoice,
Yeah.
say something for me.
And you don't want it to be burnt too much. Like the sides are already, like you see that, so you know that it's good. It's cooked. So I'm gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna put our frosting on it. All right. So I'm gonna let that cool. Cynthia, what was one thing that you loved? What was one thing that you absolutely loved about the challenge?
Well, I also love, I mean, in terms of your program, when we did the live cooking on Zoom,
Oh yeah. I forgot to add that.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah, sure.
fun. The meal that we made, I think I
Yeah.
made it like 3 times already. It's been my go-to food.
Okay. No, we made lentil, right? Curry lentils.
Lentil, yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty cool.
it's been my favorite food since then.
What?
I always make a lot and I put in the fridge. So every time I feel like not cooking, I'll just put them in a wrap and just
Put it in
eat it up.
there.
Yeah. Like this is so easy. Yeah. And the kids love it too.
Yeah. And you know, you will find that the kids will love these. They're so tasty. And I think when it comes to vegan food, it's how you season it, right? It's how you season it, because you don't want your food to be bland. Did you try the okra? Remember the okra that we made?
Yes, I did.
How was it?
Mostly when I make my okra soup
Uh
or
huh.
tea, somehow when I'm trying to make okra soup, it still turn out no okra stew. It still sometimes turn out to be like a soup. But this time
Oh
around,
wow.
because I was supposed not to include meat, it actually came out as stew, and my husband really loved it.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. You can eat it with rice. You can have it with your fufu or banku and all of that. So it's pretty good. All right,
I
guys.
do
Let's
okay
do.
with I
Let.
do okay with only cornmeal, like denku and kenke. It was unfortunate for me, right? During the challenge, we had 3 birthdays. Okay, 3 cakes I couldn't eat. 3 cakes.
Oh wow. Oh, there. Well, now you can. I can show you how to make the vegan cakes, so you can have your cake. All right. So I'm gonna type that. Okay. Perfect. Let's get the decor going. Okay. Oh man, I wish I can send you some. Really, I'm so sorry I can't
Yeah,
send you
please,
some.
you just have to freeze it and bring it to church for me Sunday.
Oh, I'm making a mess here. Sorry. This one is a mess. Oops. Okay, that's all right. I messed up one, but it's really, really, really. All right. So let me. So I have it here.
Yeah, good.
It's really good. Should I do the taste test?
Go ahead.
Now, can you put this on here, please? Let's do the taste test and see how good it is. Or maybe I'll let my sister taste it so we can get a true
Yeah.
honest. We'll get a true honest. Okay, first I'm gonna bite this. Let's see. Look at that. It's so good.
Oh my God, Rejoice. This is so not fair.
It is absolutely delicious.
It looks so good.
It is. And I like this because the cupcakes you see it didn't take, but it's like really moist.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really, and you don't really need much. You just added what is it? Coconut oil, your flour, your sugar, your baking powder, baking soda, and vanilla extract, and that was it. And with the
We
whipped,
still need the video on YouTube so we can always refer to it.
yeah. And with the whipped cream, the secret is to whip it a little longer We didn't have that much time on the live, but keep whipping it. Keep whipping it, and you're gonna get that thicker consistency, so it stays on. It's melting now because I had it out, but it's so good. Sorry, guys.
No, Rachel, all you have to do is to put one in the Ziploc bag, and Sunday you just give it to me.
Okay, so let my sister taste it. Come taste it now. Let her do the taste test. Come on. Come have a piece of mine. Come on. Come over here. Her true reaction was saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. They can't see you. It's really good.
It's good?
It's good.
She's convinced. Now she will join the family.
Yeah, good.
All right, so I just ate the whole thing. But guys, yeah, this is absolutely delicious.
Yeah. Someone is saying it's not fair.
It's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, let me stop eating in front of you guys. Okay. No better way. But yeah, so that was it. That was really, really good. The chickpea water is like a savior to every vegan baking, right? You can use it for anything. There are so many things you can use. Even not just bacon, but let's say you're making what do you need eggs for? Whatever you need eggs for. Like let's say you're making meatballs, right? Sometimes you can use meatballs. You can use the chickpea water. Just whip it a little bit, or you can. The other good egg replacement is flaxseed. Oh, I love flaxseed. Flaxseed has that same property, right? It has those same properties. So you can use it for baking. You can use it for cooking. I particularly like it when I do like my fish, my tofu fish. I use it because you know how when you're frying chicken or you're frying certain things, you need eggs, right?
Eggs,
Just as
yeah.
a binding agent. So yeah.
My plan is to still, because I mean the part that I appreciate about this 21 days is the fact that I get exposed to more healthy food. So
Okay.
my plan is to basically still stick to the veggies, all the healthy stuff for breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
For dinner, the only thing that I'm planning to have is maybe fish here and there when I feel like,
Okay.
when I can't resist it, then I will have fish. So that's my plan.
That's a
So
great
now,
plan.
yeah, and I decided my goal is also to do more of green smoothie.
Okay.
I realized that when I do the green smoothie, girl, since
Things kept your bathroom visits are quite good, right?
standing down. So definitely, I plan to, before you don't get me to do smoothies.
Yeah. Smoothies are a great way. I think, and for me, yeah, if you're not a person that loves salads, I love salads. I love eating the greens. I love kale salads. I love eating the raw, but it's a great way to get your greens in, right? Add some fruits, add some greens, get your greens in for the day, right? And a daily intake of it. If you don't want to really eat the salads and stuff, smoothies are a great way to go about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think I mean veganism is not for everyone. It's not all vegans are not the healthiest, right? It's basically being plant based, and that's what I'm doing. Because veganism basically is like you're not using any animal products at all. So most vegans are using plant based makeup. They're using they don't wear certain clothes that are made from that has animal byproducts. So it's like a whole lifestyle. But for me, what my why and what's really important to me is the food, is the sticking to the plant-based foods, and eventually I do want to look into like makeup, like plant-based makeup, all natural stuff, because I have very sensitive skin, and I really want to look into using like very natural products that don't have no animal products in it, all that stuff. So eventually I'll get there, but for now I'm really solely on eating healthy, eating more plant-based foods, getting more greens and veggies and my grains and all of that in my diet. So that's just what it is. So you
I mean,
can. Mhm.
you'll be amazed how when you change your food for this short period of time, how
How do
your
you
body
feel?
feels. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
tell me
very,
how is,
I feel nice. I mean, and also I didn't really weigh myself in the beginning, but towards the middle I did. And from that time till now, I think I'm down like 4 pounds.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I don't know,
And you
maybe
know what? That's the greatest thing. And when I started doing this, it wasn't really to lose weight. I did want to lose some of the baby weight that I had from my previous pregnancy, but I was so surprised how much weight came off. Like that wasn't on my mind, you know. I was just focused on like making foods every day. And honestly, I was just happy to be cooking new foods. And my husband was like, "Are you making another meal today? Are you making something new today?" Like it was like I was always cooking, right? But the bonus was losing all this weight. I'm like, wait, I was eating every day. I didn't really starve myself. I was eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in
yeah,
between,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm shedding all this weight. So that was yeah, it's I was like, wait, not eating meat products can really because there's so much fat, right, in these meat products, and it's not just that. It causes a lot of inflammation in your body. There's so much to it. So you can do your research, you know, learn more about it, and take your time. Um, just because someone is vegan, that doesn't mean you should be vegan, right? Make sure it is right for you. Make sure it is right, and you have to do it well, right? Because sometimes if you don't do it well, you can lose all the nutrients that you need because of course you're not getting your proteins, you know, from the meat and everything. So where do I get my proteins from? So you got to do that research. You can get your protein from your beans, your legumes, your tofu. Tofu is packed with like protein and like great nutrients.
Oh my God. They can purchase your grocery list that shows you all the
Yes,
protein,
yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
everything,
So this
you
is
know.
my woo, this is my accountant here. She's on the money.
No, no, seriously, she did such a great job putting together everything you need, you know. So when you go to the supermarket, you know exactly what you should buy. If you're looking for egg, she tells you, okay, this is the vegan type of egg you will be able to purchase.
Hmm.
So definitely, you need to put it together and make it available for people because I think someone said, I think I need to try this. So it's, you might
Yeah.
not always come out with a 21 days challenge, but when you have the book, we can always go to it and use it. I hope you are not
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
the link down. If you are, let me go screenshot everything.
So guys, that link that it will be done pretty soon. I have a lot going on right now, so I want to take my time and get it right for you. So it's going to be in the form of an ebook. So once you purchase the ebook, you're going to have your grocery list. You can look through it, get the groceries you need, and also there will be a meal plan for like what you should eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between for like 21 days. And if you want to keep on going, that's fine. But it can just be a reference to recipes, really. So that's coming up. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited
Yeah.
about that, but I'm gonna give myself a little more time to bring that out. So it's perfect for you, right? So it's done well for you, but it's coming. It's
My goal is also to do more of green smoothie.
okay.
I realized that when I do the green smoothie, girl, since
Things kept your bathroom visits are quite good,
things
right?
can be standing down. So, so definitely, I plan to before you don't get me to do smoothies in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Smoothies are a
going
great way, I think. And for me, yeah, if you're not a person that loves salads, I love salads. I love eating the greens. I love kale salads. You know, I love eating the raw, but it's a great way to get your greens in, right? Add some
to.
fruits, add some greens, get your greens in for the day, right? And, you know, a daily intake of it if you don't want to really eat the salads and stuff. Smoothies are a great way to go about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think yeah, I mean veganism is not for everyone. It's not all vegans are not the healthiest, right? It's basically being plant based, and that's what I'm
Mhm.
doing. Because veganism basically is like you're not using any animal products at all. So most vegans are using plant based makeup. They're using they don't wear certain clothes, that are made from that has animal byproducts. So it's like a whole lifestyle. But for me, what my why and what's really important to me is the foods, is
Yeah.
the sticking to the plant-based foods, and eventually I do want to look into like makeup, like plant-based makeup, all natural stuff, because I have very sensitive skin, and I really want to look into using like very natural products that don't have no animal products in it, all that stuff. So eventually I'll get there, but for now I'm really solely on eating healthy, eating more plant-based foods, getting more greens and veggies and my grains and all of that in my diet. So that's just what it is. So
I mean,
you can. Mhm.
you'll be amazed how when you change your food for this short period of time, how
How do
your
you
body
feel?
feels. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
tell
very
me
nice.
how is
I feel nice. I mean, and also I didn't really weigh myself in the beginning, but towards the middle I did. And from that time till now, I think I'm down like 4 pounds.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
so I don't know,
And you
maybe
know what? That's the greatest thing. And when I started doing this, it wasn't really to lose weight. I did want to lose some of the baby weight that I had from my previous pregnancy, but I was so surprised how much weight came off. Like that wasn't on my mind, you know. I was just focused on like making foods every day. And honestly, I was just happy to be cooking new foods. And my husband was like, "Are you making another meal today? Are you making something new today?" Like it was like I was always cooking, right? But the bonus was losing all this weight. I'm like, wait, I was eating every day. I didn't really starve myself. I was eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in
yeah,
between,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm shedding all this weight. So that was yeah, it's I was like, wait, not eating meat products can really because there's so much fat, right, in these meat products, and it's not just that. It causes a lot of inflammation in your body. There's so much to it. So you can do your research, you know, learn more about it, and take your time. Um, just because someone is vegan, that doesn't mean you should be vegan, right? Make sure it is right for you. Make sure it is right, and you have to do it well, right? Because sometimes if you don't do it well, you can lose all the nutrients that you need because of course you're not getting your proteins, you know, from the meat and everything. So where do I get my proteins from? So you got to do that research. You can get your protein from your beans, your legumes, your tofu. Tofu is packed with like protein and like great nutrients.
Oh, enjoy. They can purchase your grocery list that shows you all the
Yes,
protein,
yes,
the
yes, yes. Thank you.
protein,
So this
you
is
know.
my woo. This is my accountant here. She's on the money.
No, no, seriously, she did such a great job putting together everything you need, you know. So when you go to the supermarket, you know exactly what you should buy. If you're looking for egg, she tells you, okay, this is the vegan type of egg you will be able to purchase.
Hmm.
So definitely, I think you should put it together and make it available for people because I think someone said, I think I need to try this. So it's, you might
Yeah.
not always come out with a 21 day challenge, but when you have the book, we can always go to it and use it. I hope you're not
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
the link down. If you are, let me go screenshot everything.
So guys, that link that it will be done pretty soon. I have a lot going on right now, so I want to take my time and get it right for you. So it's going to be in the form of an ebook. So once you purchase the ebook, you're going to have your grocery list. You can look through it, get the groceries you need, and also there will be a meal plan for like what you should eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between for like 21 days. And if you want to keep on going, that's fine. But it can just be a reference to recipes, really. So that's coming up. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited
Yeah.
about that, but I'm gonna give myself a little more time to bring that out. So it's perfect for you, right? So it's done well for you, but it's coming. It's coming, and
This year, definitely.
amen.
Yeah, it's
This year,
really good. I mean, we got it for free because we joined the challenge, but
yes.
it's so good. That's what I'm just gonna full screenshot it. Just in case she doesn't release it, at least I have my screen.
I'm gonna change, Cynthia. I'm gonna change all the passwords so you guys
I'm
can't get
gonna
in there
write as
again.
soon as I leave here. And one thing I wanted to also bring up is the fact that, we're talking about um no animal product and all that. For me, I think in the past, maybe it would be okay to eat chicken and goats and meat at any amount that you want. But nowadays, the chicken that we are eating, I don't think they are raw chicken. It's not the chicken God created for us.
No,
It's
like
not the
honestly,
chicken.
Cynthia, I went to the supermarket and I saw a chicken breast, and
Oh
literally
my
that
God.
chicken breast was like half of my arm.
Like
I'm like,
this.
what chicken in the world is that huge to get the breast like that? No way. There's no
Telling
way
you,
that this
bigger
chicken is
than
not
them.
infused with hormones for it to grow, for it to look beautiful, for it to have, you know, of course they put a lot of preservative in there, right? So it can have a longer shelf life. you know, for it to look good.
Make it cheap for us
Even
to buy, because we like cheap stuff, right? When you go to the market, you always want the cheap stuff. So you have this expensive fish. You're like, I don't want it. I want the cheap chicken. And these people, it's all about money, right? People want to make money. So
yeah,
you have to really take good care of yourself and make the right choices.
yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, yeah. And for me too, one thing that I also noticed is that making this change for me, it just made everything like well-rounded, everything was just getting better. So I experienced postpartum. So I'm a hairstylist, right? So, and this is also coming up. This is probably premature, but there will be some products coming up, all natural products, that vegan products that will make your hair grow and all that. That's coming up because I see the importance of putting in whole grain foods, putting in like plant-based food in your system. Because honestly, my hair is flourishing. My hair is going back so good, and I'm like, what is it? I'm not really doing much, right? It's everything starts from within. Your hair is these are protein, these are fibers, these are
Mhm.
these are cells. Your hair are
Yeah.
cells. They're cells that are inside you that are growing, right? So everything starts from within. You have to make sure that what you're putting in your body is good. What put the right thing in your body and the right things will come out. So honestly, this is really, really good. It's the best thing that I've ever made, right? Ever gone into, because my edges are like growing back very well. And I noticed that after the baby, I was just eating whatever because I didn't have time to cook. I didn't have time to do anything, right? So, and the pandemic had hit. We're all home, just eating, not exercising, feeling
Mhm.
fatigued a lot. So, yeah, this has been life changing for me. And if it's something you want to go into, give it a try, right? If it's not for you, that's okay. I would just say incorporate more veggies and grains and greens in your diet, and you should be okay, right? Because this is also just a lifestyle choice too. So it's really not for everyone, but it will. There's so many benefits, right, that you can gain out of it, right? If you want to get into it. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next 21-day challenge, right? So I'll put everything together, and we're gonna have another one, and hopefully those that didn't join, you can go ahead and join it, and yeah, let's do this together. Let's
Or they
keep
can put
our
the ebook.
bodies healthy. Let's keep this temple, right? This is the Bible says that this is a temple of God, right? How does God use a temple when the temple is not able to function well, right? No
Can't
matter
even get up and
how
pray.
we can't use this temple if we don't keep it well. We can't use this temple if we don't take good care of it. You have to take care of yourself, right? Right? For whatever it is that you want to do in life, you got to take care of yourself. So yeah, that's it for me. Any last words, Cynthia?
Well, I would say that everybody should support Rejoice. She's doing an amazing job, right? Support her, like her YouTube page, subscribe, share with people when you see the recipe, like it, so it will encourage her to do more because it takes a lot to bring one video to. People don't know the effort that people have to put into to bring one video out
Oh
or even
yeah. Oh, tell me about it.
yeah, it's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot of
work.
work.
It's a lot of work, but what will keep her to keep going on is your like, your share, your subscribing, and all that stuff. And when she put the ebook out there, please buy it. If you don't, even if you are not good, buy it for your friend, buy it for your mom, especially the old people. They need it now,
I
right?
know. Yes. Yes.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
When was it Friday? I was talking to Mama T. She'll go on and on about plant based, and yeah, she's like, I'm gonna have her come talk to us during
Oh,
the
okay.
one of these Tuesdays. The one that I'm gonna talk about the herbal plant.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
invite her, but she's a living testimony when it comes to incorporating
That,
healthy
yeah. Eating. And
lifestyle.
that's one thing too, that's also one thing that got me started on the Afro aspect of it, because as you know, Africans or Ghanaians, Nigerians, wherever you're from the African continent, it's like you're used to most of our dishes have assorted meat in it, right? I don't know of any African meal that don't really have a lot of meat and all that in it. So it's really hard to like transition to that plant-based diet for an African or for someone who has been eating these meals for their entire life. So for me, that was one thing that I really set my mind to create meals that I can, create meals that I can still eat and still have that taste of my culture, but still veganize it and still make it plant-based. Right.
You
So
can eat
it's so
seafood.
important. So my recipes will include certain meals like that, like the okra soups that I made, the pepper soups. And I recently just did a peanut butter soup, guys. It's gonna drop soon on YouTube. This
Wow.
peanut butter and omuto.
Oh, wow.
Butter and omuto. Omuto is rice balls, basically, right? It's
You
so
know, one
good.
thing that I saw on your recipe list that I was like, oh my God, was emputomputo. I'm like, how does this girl know emputomputo?
Oh,
I don't know, last time I said emputomputo, I'm like, look, can you imagine? You can't put emputomputo on it.
oh, well, yeah, puto is good because and that's really easy to make. That's like your yam or your cassava with red oil and some, spices. That's really easy to make. And then what I did with that is that I added greens. I added spinach and kale to it. So yeah, that was good. But yeah, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I'll try and save this live, so in case you want to make the cupcakes, go ahead and do so. And also, just to make the comment on the buttercream. So after you whip the buttercream, put it in the fridge for it to, like, if once you're waiting for your cupcakes to cool down. So I left it out, right? So it got soft again, right? That's why it started to melt on the cupcake. So put it in the fridge for about like 30 minutes or so. Then when you're ready to use it, you bring it out and then pipe it on your cupcakes when your cupcakes are completely cool, right? So it's a really great dessert, and I hope you try it and enjoy it. Yeah, this was fun. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for those that joined the challenge. I mean, I had a blast. Stay tuned for more recipes coming up. And thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you for joining me. Cynthia is CEO of Afrikinky, the best company that sells natural herbs right from the motherland, Africa.
Yes.
So
If it's
check
not
out
from African tea,
Cynthia.
it's not real.
Huh?
I said if it's not from African tea, it's not real.
Well, she said it. If it's not from African, it's not real. But thank you so much, Cynthia. Support her. She's an amazing person. She has an amazing business, amazing product. You're not going to go wrong. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your Mondays. Thank you, Cynthia. So till next time, have a good night. Bye.
Bye.